Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, a cold dread gripping your heart, thinking about what might happen if you couldn't look after yourself anymore? What if you had to rely on someone else for everything, becoming a burden to your children or struggling just to get out of bed? It's a painful thought, isn't it? This fear, this worry about losing our independence, it haunts so many of us as we get older. We see friends or family members struggling, and a part of us wonders if that will be our fate too. Will we be stuck, unable to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, just waiting for help? I'm 82 years old, and I often hear people say how lucky I am to be so independent, still living in my own home, driving my car, and doing my own shopping. But luck has very little to do with it. Truly, it's about conscious choices, little by little, day by day, that add up to a big difference. It's about a few wise secrets I've learned and lived by that have allowed me to stay independent and not be a burden to anyone. In this video, I'm going to share these 7 simple, practical secrets with you, the very ones that have helped me maintain my freedom and joy in life. These aren't complicated tricks, just sensible wisdom that anyone can apply. Watch to the very end, because I promise you, there's something that will genuinely surprise you about how simple it can all be. So, let's start with the first wise secret. A fundamental truth that underpins so much of our independence, the power of movement. I call it keeping your engines running. Think of your body like a well-oiled machine. If you leave a machine idle for too long, parts start to rust, joints stiffen, and it loses its efficiency. Our bodies are no different. It's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights at the gym, unless that's what you enjoy and have always done. For most of us, especially as we age, it's about consistent, gentle movement every single day. The goal is to maintain and even improve our mobility, strength, and balance. Why is this so crucial? Because every single task we do as independent adults, getting out of bed, walking to the kitchen, carrying groceries, bending down to pick something up, even getting dressed, requires a certain level of physical capability. If we lose that, we start to lose our independence. I started small, and I still advocate for starting small. It could be as simple as a 15-minute walk around the block each morning, or even just marching in place during a commercial break on TV. The key is consistency. Over time, those 15 minutes might turn into 30, and you'll feel stronger, more energetic, and more stable on your feet. I remember a few years ago, I was struggling to carry my shopping bags from the car into the house. They just felt so heavy, and my arms ached. That was a wake-up call for me. I started doing simple exercises with light weights, like cans of soup from my pantry, just a few minutes each day. I focused on gentle arm lifts, bicep curls, and shoulder presses. And you know what? Within a few weeks, those shopping bags felt lighter. It wasn't magic. It was building a little bit of muscle. This isn't about looking like a bodybuilder. It's about having the strength to do the things you need and want to do. Balance is another critical aspect that often gets overlooked until a fall happens. Falls can be devastating for seniors, leading to fractures, loss of confidence, and a rapid decline in independence. So, what do? Simple balance exercises. While waiting for the kettle to boil, I'll stand on one leg for a few seconds, holding onto the counter for support if I need to. I'll practice walking heel to toe across the kitchen. These little moments, scattered throughout my day, add up. They build the core strength and proprioception. That's your body's awareness of where it is in space that helps prevent those dreaded tumbles. And it's not just about big movements. It's about avoiding prolonged sitting every hour. I try to get up, stretch, walk to the window, or just move around my living room. Breaking up sedentary time is just as important as dedicated exercise. Our bodies are designed to move, and when we respect that design, we're investing directly in our future independence. Now, moving seamlessly from how we move our bodies, let's talk about what we put into them. This brings us to the second wise secret: fueling your body wisely. Or, as I like to say, your kitchen is your pharmacy. This isn't about restrictive diets or complicated meal plans. It's about making mindful choices that nourish your body and give you the energy you need to live independently. Think about it: if your car runs on good fuel, it performs well. If you put poor quality fuel in, it sputters and struggles. Our bodies are exactly the same. What we eat directly impacts our energy levels, our mood, our cognitive function, our bone density, and our ability to fight off illness. For me, it boils down to a few simple principles: lean protein, plenty of colorful fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lots of water. I make sure I get enough protein at each meal, whether it's a piece of grilled fish, chicken, eggs, lentils, or beans. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass, which, as we just discussed, is critical for independence. It also helps you feel full and satisfied, preventing those cravings for less healthy options. Then there are the fruits and vegetables, nature's powerhouses. I aim for a rainbow on my plate every day: a bright red pepper, some leafy green spinach, an orange carrot, a handful of blueberries. Each color often signifies different vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect our cells and keep us vibrant. They also provide fiber, which is incredibly important for good digestion, preventing issues that can be uncomfortable and affect our overall well-being. Hydration is another simple but profoundly impactful aspect. So many older adults don't drink enough water, and dehydration can lead to fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and even falls. I keep a glass of water by my side throughout the day, refilling it constantly. Herbal teas count too, but plain water is always best. It's amazing how much better you feel when you're properly hydrated. And while I do enjoy a treat now and then, life's too short not to. I try to limit processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of unhealthy fats. These foods can leave you feeling sluggish, contribute to inflammation, and don't offer the vital nutrients your body needs to thrive. Instead of focusing on what I can't have, I focus on what I can add: more fresh produce, more lean protein, more healthy fats like those found in avocados, or a sprinkle of nuts and seeds. It's about building a solid foundation from the inside out, empowering your body to serve you well for many more years. It's truly incredible how much more energy and vitality you have when you consciously choose to fuel your body with goodness. Marry to be on care. Now, with our bodies moving and well-fed, let's move on to the third wise secret: cultivating a sharp mind. I often refer to this as the brain needs its playground, just like our muscles. Our brains thrive on stimulation and challenge. As we age, it's easy to fall into routines, to stick to what's familiar and comfortable. But our brains love novelty and learning. Keeping your mind active helps build cognitive reserve, which is like a buffer that can help protect against age-related cognitive decline and even dementia. It's about keeping curiosity alive, learning new things, and engaging in activities that make you think. For me, this takes many forms. I love to read, not just the newspaper, but proper books, fiction, nonfiction, anything that captures my interest and broadens my perspective. Reading isn't just entertainment. It strengthens vocabulary, improves memory, and encourages critical thinking. Another thing I enjoy immensely is puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles. They're all wonderful for exercising different parts of the brain. I find them incredibly satisfying, and it feels good to give my brain a proper workout. But it's not just about traditional brain games. Learning something entirely new is perhaps the most powerful way to keep your mind agile. A few years ago, I decided to take up watercolor painting. I'm certainly no artist, but the process of learning new techniques, understanding colors, and translating what I see onto paper has been incredibly stimulating. It requires focus, problem solving, and a whole new way of looking at the world. It stretches my brain in ways that simply doing routine tasks don't. It could be anything for you. Perhaps learning a new language, even just a few phrases for a potential trip. Maybe picking up a musical instrument you always wanted to play, or learning to knit, crochet, or woodwork. Even trying a new recipe that requires following multiple steps can be a great mental exercise. The point is to regularly introduce new challenges that force your brain to adapt and learn. Social interaction also plays a huge role here, because engaging in conversations, debating ideas, and sharing stories all stimulate our cognitive processes. When we talk with others, we're actively recalling memories, formulating thoughts, and processing information, which is fantastic for brain health. It truly is about creating a rich, varied environment for your mind, just like you would for a child on a playground, allowing it to explore, discover, and stay vibrant. The more you challenge your brain in new ways, the more resilient and capable it remains. Next up, a crucial element for a truly independent and fulfilling life: nurturing your connections. I often tell people, we're stronger together. While being independent means you can handle things on your own, it absolutely doesn't mean you have to be alone or isolated. In fact, strong social connections are one of the most powerful predictors of longevity, happiness, and continued independence. Loneliness can be as detrimental to your health as smoking, leading to increased risks of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. We are social beings by nature, and maintaining meaningful relationships provides emotional support, a sense of belonging, and even practical help when needed. For me, this has meant consciously investing time and energy into my friendships and family bonds. It's easy as we get older for our social circles to shrink due to relocation, illness, or simply the passing of time. That's why being proactive is so important. I make it a point to regularly call my children and grandchildren. Even if it's just a quick chat to say hello, I schedule regular coffee dates with my friends. Whether it's once a week or once a month, we talk about everything and nothing, share our joys and our worries, and just enjoy each other's company. These connections feed my soul and provide a vital network. It's not about having a huge number of acquaintances, but about having a few deep, meaningful relationships where you feel seen, heard, and valued. Beyond immediate family and friends, I've found immense joy and expanded my social circle by getting involved in my local community. I volunteer a few hours a week at the local library, which has introduced me to wonderful people with shared interests. I also joined a book club, and through that, I've discovered new perspectives and made new friends I might never have met otherwise. It could be anything for you: joining a walking group, taking a class at a community center, attending local events, or even just becoming a regular at a local cafe where you can chat with the staff and other patrons. The benefits are multifaceted. You stay engaged with the world, you have people to share experiences with, and you build a support system. This isn't about needing people to do things for you, but about having a network of people who care about you and whom you care about in return. It's about building a life rich in human connection, which in itself is a cornerstone of a truly independent and joyful existence. Loneliness is a silent burden, and actively fighting against it is a powerful secret to long-term well-being and freedom. Now, let's turn our attention to something that often causes a great deal of anxiety for seniors, and that's financial matters. This is our fifth wise secret: achieving financial peace of mind. I like to think of it as planning today for freedom tomorrow. It's not about being wealthy, but about having enough financial security to live comfortably, cover your needs, and not have the constant worry of being a financial burden to your loved ones. Money worries can rob you of your independence faster than almost anything else. It can force difficult choices, limit your options, and cause immense stress. For me, this has meant being incredibly sensible and organized with my finances throughout my life, and continuing to be so now. The very first step is understanding exactly what you have coming in and what's going out. Create a simple budget, even if it's just a notebook where you jot down your income and your expenses. Knowing where your money goes is empowering. It helps you identify areas where you might be able to save a little or simply see if your spending aligns with your values. I make sure I track all my bills and pay them on time, so I never incur late fees or unnecessary stress. I keep my important financial documents organized in one place, whether it's a physical file or a digital folder, so they are easy to access when needed. Another key aspect is understanding your entitlements. Are you receiving all the pension benefits, Social Security, or other allowances you are eligible for. Sometimes there are government programs or local charities that can offer support for heating costs, transportation, or even food. And it's worth researching these. Don't be afraid or too proud to ask for information or advice. I've found that many banks and financial institutions offer free workshops or resources specifically for seniors on budgeting, fraud prevention, and estate planning. Speaking of fraud, sadly, seniors are often targets for scams. My rule of thumb is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If someone calls asking for personal financial details or pressuring you to act immediately, hang up. Verify everything independently. Never give out sensitive information unless you've initiated the contact and know exactly who you're speaking to. Being vigilant and informed is your best defense. Finally, while it's not always comfortable to think about, having your affairs in order for the future, like a will or power of attorney, brings immense peace of mind. It ensures your wishes are known and lessens the burden on your family later. It's not about preparing to be a burden. It's about making sure you've taken sensible steps so that your loved ones aren't left with difficult decisions or financial complications during an already hard time. This foresight and careful management of your finances truly contribute to your independence, allowing you to live your life with greater freedom and less worry. Moving on from our financial well-being. The sixth wise secret is about taking ownership of your health. I call this proactive health partnership. Listen to your body. Trust your doctor. This isn't just about going to the doctor when something's wrong. It's about actively participating in your own healthcare journey, becoming an informed advocate for yourself. Our bodies communicate with us, and as we age, it becomes even more vital to pay attention to those messages. Ignoring persistent aches, changes in energy, or new symptoms can lead to more serious problems down the line that could impact your independence. My approach is simple. I schedule regular checkups, even if I feel perfectly fine. These preventative appointments are invaluable. My doctor can catch potential issues early, monitor my blood pressure, cholesterol, and other vital signs, and ensure my vaccinations are up to date. I come prepared for these appointments with a list of any questions or concerns I might have, even minor ones. It's easy to forget things in the moment, so writing them down ensures nothing is missed. I also keep an updated list of all my medications, including over-the-counter supplements, to share with my doctor. This helps them get a complete picture of my health and avoids any potential drug interactions. It's also crucial to understand your medications and any conditions you have. Don't be afraid to ask your doctor or pharmacist to explain things in simple terms. Why are you taking this pill? What are the potential side effects? How should you take it? The more you understand, the better equipped you are to manage your own health effectively. If I'm prescribed a new medication, I always ask about it. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your health, beyond the doctor's office. This secret also involves actively listening to your body every single day. If you notice a new pain, a persistent cough, or a change in your digestion, don't dismiss it. Observe it, and if it continues or worsens, reach out to your healthcare provider. Early intervention can often prevent small issues from becoming big problems that could affect your ability to live independently. This proactive approach also extends to understanding and managing any chronic conditions you might have. For example, if you have diabetes, diligently monitoring your blood sugar and following your doctor's recommendations for diet and medication is paramount. If you have arthritis, understanding how to manage pain and maintain joint mobility is key. It's about being an active partner in your care, not just a passive recipient. This level of self-awareness and responsible health management empowers you to maintain your vitality and continue to be in control of your physical well-being, which is undeniably a cornerstone of staying independent. Finally, we arrive at the seventh wise secret, embracing the digital world. I like to reframe it as, technology is your friend, not your foe. I know, for many of us, technology can feel daunting, confusing, or even unnecessary. It's easy to stick to what we know and resist learning new things when it comes to computers or smartphones. But in today's world, embracing even a little bit of technology can massively enhance your independence, keep you connected, and open up a world of convenience and information that truly makes life easier and more secure. Think about it. Video calls with grandchildren who live far away, being able to order your groceries online and have them delivered to your door, saving you a trip to the supermarket and carrying heavy bags, accessing health information, or even scheduling doctor's appointments online, reading the news from around the world without leaving your armchair. These are just a few examples of how technology can reduce physical burdens and bridge distances, helping you maintain a rich and independent life. I remember being quite resistant to getting a smartphone initially. I thought, what do I need that for? My landline is just fine. But my granddaughter patiently showed me how to make video calls, and seeing her face light up when she saw mine was priceless. Now, we talk regularly, and it feels like she's just in the next room. It doesn't mean you have to become a tech wizard. Start small. Learn one new thing at a time. Maybe it's just how to send a text message, or how to use a search engine to find information. My grandniece helped me set up an app on my phone for listening to audiobooks. And it's been a revelation, especially for those times when my eyes get tired from reading. The internet can also be a wonderful resource for connecting with others who share your hobbies, joining online communities, or even taking online courses to keep your mind stimulated. Of course, with technology comes the need for caution, especially concerning online scams, which we touched upon earlier. Always be mindful of cybersecurity. Use strong passwords, and never click on suspicious links or provide personal information unless you are absolutely sure of the source. But don't let the fear of the unknown or the occasional scam deter you from the immense benefits technology can offer. There are often free classes offered at local libraries or community centers for seniors on how to use basic technology. Or, like me, you might have a patient younger family member who would be thrilled to teach you. Learning to navigate these digital tools responsibly is a powerful investment in your long-term independence. It's about opening new doors, staying connected, and making daily life more manageable and enjoyable, ensuring you remain an active participant in a rapidly evolving world. So, we've walked through these 7 wise secrets together, haven't we? From keeping your body moving with daily activity and fueling it with wholesome foods, to cultivating a sharp mind through continuous learning and nurturing your invaluable social connections. We talked about gaining peace of mind through sensible financial management and becoming a proactive partner in your own healthcare. And finally, embracing the incredible world of technology to enhance your independence and connectivity. These aren't groundbreaking revelations, are they? They're rooted in common sense, in the wisdom of living a balanced and intentional life. The beautiful thing about these secrets is how they intertwine, each one supporting the others. When you move your body, you feel more energetic, which encourages you to socialize more. When you eat well, your brain functions better, making it easier to learn something new. When you manage your finances wisely, you have less stress, which positively impacts your physical health. They form a tapestry, woven together, creating a life where you are truly in control, where you are not just surviving, but thriving. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress, not pressure. It's about making small, sustainable changes that add up over time. You don't have to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. Pick one thing from these secrets that resonates with you, something you feel you can easily incorporate, and start there. Maybe it's adding an extra glass of water to your day, or taking a short walk after dinner, or calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Each little step is a victory, a brick laid in the foundation of your continued independence. I'm 82, and I can genuinely say I feel more alive, more capable, and more grateful than ever before. It's because of these choices, these daily habits, that I continue to enjoy my life fully. On my own terms, I have the freedom to choose how I spend my days, to pursue my passions, and to connect with the people I love, without feeling like a burden. And that, truly, is the greatest gift. You have the power to create this for yourself too. At any age, it's never too late to start investing in your independence, in your health, and in your happiness. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these wise secrets resonates most with you? Or what is one thing you already do to stay independent? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your wisdom might be just what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful, and encouraging. Please give it a thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps me reach more people who might benefit from these messages. Thank you for joining me today. Keep living your best life every single day. At every age, you've got this.